if you're feeling like a heavy presence in your heart chakra space, your heart space, your throat chakra, your crown chakra, your third eye chakra, your root chakra, solar plexus, any of your chakras, sacral chakra, know that at this current moment, we're going through activations, especially in the heart chakra. As I was meditating and connecting, I give thanks. I'm so grateful. But the message that I want to start off with is, don't play with your ancestors. Don't play with spirit. Don't. Like, if you build a mantle, an altar, and have their ancestors, those who have transitioned unto the spiritual space, the spiritual realm, don't play with them. You know, you honor them for a minute, and I speak to myself when it comes down to it. You honor them for a while, right? And then you just want to pack them up and put them away. And those joining in spirituality and playing around with work, my advice, if any, don't do that, you know, because just as we pray for things and we ask God and we be knowing to it, where we're asking, you're sitting there, you're asking, and being a pain to your ancestors, guardians, right? They'll give it to you. They will give it to you. There's a price to pay because you're playing with them. You don't do that. Just like you won't want someone to play with you, don't play with them. Especially if you're not connecting or don't have the connection with your ancestors. Please don't do that. If you thought they were rough, if they were, and they didn't play games when they were on this earthly realm, trust me, as a spirit, it's not going to be pretty for you. Okay, the current situation or viewpoint at the present moment is protection. Either some of you are not feeling protected, hence why I said what I said before I started this, or you may be connected to your ancestors and are actually protected because you are obedient. You know what you do. It runs in your blood. You don't do it for evil. You don't do it for spite. You do it to heal and grow. You're that shadow, that black sheep that took that baton and said, I got this. Before coming on to this earth, before your mother birthed you. That's why it says create a source. Don't play with she. Knows every hair on your head, knows everything you're going to do before you even do it, as you choose your parents. Before you come onto this earth, you are protected. The minute you leave the womb. But that's one part of your initiation. Then there's lessons. And and told you must learn that in life, your shadows are not meant to hurt you. They're meant to heal you. They're meant for you to evolve. So if at this present moment you're not feeling protected, you have work to do. If you're angered, triggered, you need to find insights about that potential outcome. Why are you so angered? What triggers you? You know? And that's if you're not feeling protected. Because Spirit, God, your ancestors didn't give you exactly what you wanted and the way you wanted it. That's why you're not feeling protected. That's why you're angered. That's why you packed up your candles, you packed up your altar, you packed up the pictures, you packed up everything and said, fuck it. I ain't doing this no more. You were not actually honoring your spiritual guides. You were honoring your ego. That's why you're so angry. I don't know who this message is for. If you chose to oblige, to be a steady, prayerful warrior, a healing warrior, a warrior that took that baton and said, I'm going to heal not just myself, but the generations to come. You have insight about the potential outcome of rest. At this time, listen to your body and rest. Enjoy life. Be observant. You've done the work. Doesn't mean you have to stop. But you do have to listen to your body. Your mind, your body, your spirit. Stay quiet where you can. Be observant in everything you do. And stay prayed up. Stay prayed up. The message from Sacred Spirit, our highest self, about both these options and which way you chose to go, the guidance will be not to resist and to cleanse your spirit in everything you do, both. Those who jumped in and jumped on the bandwagon of spirituality thinking it was a game. Now the truth is being shedded. The illusions, the veils are dropping. I remember a couple of episodes back I said the veils drop. If you a G, let that veil drop. See what you need to see. The outcome of this all is keeping your faith. And because you kept your faith, because you were obedient, was steadfast, did what you had to do, and didn't take this as a joke or a trend or a way of getting what you wanted when you wanted it now. Yeah, we ain't gonna get, we could get what we want now, but is it really what we need now? It's like when you go to a store, you want it because you have the money in your pocket. You want it. You want a man because I just see everybody else got a man. But sis, queen, Empress, let me ask you a question. Did you need that man when you were paying them bills on your own, doing your groceries on your own, taking care of your children on your own, doing what you had to do for you and your home, and building your queendom? Did you need him then? Your man, your emperor, your king will come in due time when he need be. You don't need anyone because you've been doing it on your own. Do you want it? Yes. Let's be realistic, for sexual purposes. But in the meantime, in between time, what do you need a man for? What do you want a man for? So he could come lay up on your bed, tell you what to do, disturb your peace of mind, have you stressing, and you're taking care of somebody else that really don't give a fuck about you. No, we're not doing that. You want someone who builds, who wants to build, who acknowledges you, who sees you, you know, who allows you and helps you to heal, doesn't judge you. And when it's time, it's time. And if it isn't, it isn't. What's for you is for you and will always be for you. No one can break that. If it leaves, it leaves. If it comes back, it comes back. Que sera, sera. I'll be right back, guys. Alright. I thought this one's gonna be short, but seems not to be. Apparently this message has to be told. So if you're listening now, and don't forget to subscribe and like. Click the button below. You're free to do that. That's one way of supporting this channel. Sharing if you choose to. I do appreciate each and every one of you. I do love you genuinely. And thank you for those who've come back and to those who are new. So with this message, I see that there are some of you that are in a growing process of growth, right? But yet, in between realms, if we can say that, right? You feel a displacement from the shit that's going on this earth. You don't feel yet to be above anyone, but you know you're in a growing period. You're just viewing and soaring and seeing things from a different perspective. And what you're seeking for is freedom. You're seeking for the light. You're seeking for the true love within yourself. The acknowledgement of this God that we were taught of this sacred spirit, of the immaculate spirit, of the freedom of the everyday routine, right? Yet we have influences that, in a sense, want to hold us back. You feel what I'm saying? With the everyday routine. And through the everyday routine, there may be people in your atmosphere, people around you that are bad influences for you. There are things that you may hear, see, that are bad influences for you, that are keeping you from your luck, from the actual blessings to pour into you, because you have the energy leeches, the scavengers who pick and want to dissect you to figure out how, Sway, how is this person doing it? And everything we throw at this person, it just doesn't seem to work. How? They get mad when they see us going and evolving to the next level and the next level, and things pop up and things show up, and truths are told, and it's like, cut me a break, you know? If you feel what I'm saying, you know. But when you have that peace within you, that freedom within yourself, that you have done the shadow work, that you have prayed, that you have been obedient, that you have spoken to spirits, to sacred spirits, to your ancestors, that you've just been there diligently working, especially these last 3 years, it was adamant. So if you're in this place and you're failing me, it's because you have done some work, but now are in a confused stage. Do not give up. If people are giving up, I mean, you can do what you want. You have free will. I'm just saying, in the end, trust the process. It's not a rat race. We're living actually in the matrix, in the rat race. Spirituality is something sensual, something meaningful, something that brings you peace. Everyone wants this peace. And when we're secluded in this one globe, it's just a mess of scavengers. But then when you explore your shadow work and start exploring and researching and evolving and just being in tune with your ancestors and spirit, trust me, you go from a globe, a bowl. I know you guys seen that picture where it's like a bowl and one fish, and then you have the whole ocean, seas upon seas of freedom. That's spirituality. We are not confined in this one space. We don't have to prove anything to anyone. We are just out living, being beings of light. And the scavengers don't like that. I encourage you to think and use discernment when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to your growth, because this is why we do the work, is the growth within yourselves. Growth directs your attention to areas of your life that have become remarkably different as a result of gaining a skill or understanding that you did not possess in the past. You know? Be aware of how your inability to confront a source of frustration may be causing a breakdown in other relationships that you value. Whether it's freedom to travel, freedom to make the decisions at work, or freedom to splurge on your favorite meal, you may need to ask yourself some questions. In which areas of your life would you like to expand your freedom? What is your definition of freedom? As we all have free will and our own right to do as we please in our journey. No two journeys are the same. In many ways, it is routine that creates stability. However, it can also lead to stagnation or getting into a rut. And that's where those influences start to creep in. That's where you get distracted. That's where you forget or start a project or start your healing journey. Go, okay, I feel better today. I feel better tomorrow. I feel better, let's say, the week. Just like workouts. You work out 1, 2, 3 days, and then you stop. And you go back into your routine. Why stop? Keep pushing yourself. As you push yourself, you grow. Mentally, physically, spiritually. And ask yourself, which way do I really want to go? Am I doing this for the outside purposes of how people see me? Or am I doing it for myself, for me to feel better? Because really, why the fuck are we entertaining or worrying about what others have to say about us? What others think of us? What others even look at us for? If you really look at things and the illusions that's going around, everybody's kind of starting to look the same body shape. Everybody has eyelashes. I ain't hating on y'all. I'm just saying, wouldn't you like to look original? My co-workers that say, oh, she a baddie. Oh, let me see. Because, I got to be a little messy sometimes. Let me see shorty. And one of them had showed me this girl, and he was like, yeah, she a baddie, and whatever the case is. And I looked at her and I go, why? I was like, God, why? The same money you could have saved, the same money you could have gone on a trip with, the same money you could have provided, bought a home, have stability for your children, for your family, instead of putting toxins in your body. And I'm not judging, I'm just stating pure facts. Instead of doing all of that to inject toxins in your body, where your body is heavy. Your man can't even slap your behind because it's going to hurt. Everything that you did to your body hurts just for it to look good for a little bit, because once you start losing track and don't know how to maintain that body, it starts to look like a damn snaggle tooth. You start to look like a wisdom tooth. I'm just stating what it is. Now, if you put it in another perspective, then you bust your ass, get your butt up, pray in the morning, fast, have a meal plan, go to the gym, or even work out at home. Do it for yourself, because the gym is even getting a little creepy for my liking. But work on you. Nobody needs to know what you're doing. Then pop out 6 months to a year later like, what's up? They're going to say, holy shit, where's you been? You look different. You speak different. You're thinking different. You're viewing things differently. The way your aura is, it's just different. And I say what I say with passion. I'm not in here to judge nobody, but it has to be said. Know how many people I've seen at jobs literally being distracted? You're working. If I was your boss or your manager, yo, bro, punch out, go home. Seriously. Y'all sitting there for hours watching fucking TikTok. Y'all sitting there like you can't put your mind to something different. You're fantasizing about these couples that are making things so funny. But if you look at every fucking couple, they're all doing the same thing. Yes, they're getting paid for it. Kudos to you. But in the meantime, in between time, while you got distracted by that, there's other things you could have been learning. There's other things you could have put your priority on. be productive, and do something different so that then you can be the new trend, if it makes sense, since everybody's getting paid off of these apps. Just saying. Think about it. If you're not original, you can't be yourself, and you're copying off of what's trending, then what's real? I'm just saying. Well, I had to say what I had to say, and this has been on my mind and been coming out since this morning. So until I don't get it out, I won't be at peace. I didn't decide to write it out. I actually let it flow. So I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please like below. Don't forget to subscribe. And if it did resonate, if you enjoyed this message, don't be afraid, don't be shy to comment down below. I'm taking a break from Instagram. I'm taking a break from a lot of things. So, yeah. And one more thing. Break the shell of life without the lessons. It is a wolf in sheep's clothing. You cannot soar unless you break the shell. The influence built around us. The influences built around us. The influences built around us. This is the message that I received this morning. Life is going to hurt, and your shadows make you whole. It is important to know that no one and no perfections, no illusions. This is your life, and it is meant to be felt. If that made any sense. That's what I channeled this morning while I sat at my desk. Break the shell of life without the lessons. It is a wolf in sheep's clothing. You cannot soar unless you break the shell. The influences built around us. Life is going to hurt. Shadows make you whole. It is important to know that no perfections, no illusions. This is your life, and it is meant to be felt. Well, that's what I got for y'all today. I hope it helped. I hope it made sense. Until the next time, I love you guys. Have a peaceful rest of the week. And shout out to my Libra gang. Happy birthday, happy belated, and happy blessings to all of you guys. Peace.